What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about GameStop and AMC. More specifically, where I see these two stocks going in the coming week ahead, what to look out for when it comes to the news and the updated information that is going to be released. Okay, so stick around. You're not going to want to miss this. Before we get into it, guys, I want to say that the last two videos I made were not about these stocks. I had a lot of people reaching out to me saying, Jeff, does that mean you've moved on from them? Are you not, do you not hold a position in AMC anymore? And I want to kind of clarify that, okay? I do still hold a pretty good sized position in AMC. I never owned anything in GameStop. I'm currently down about 44% in that position. I do not plan on selling, okay? The reason why I got into AMC and not GameStop was not because I felt like I missed the short squeeze, but after going through Reddit and being all over the internet, I felt like a lot of individuals were going to be getting into AMC and I was going to ride along on that buying power. Whether a short squeeze ever happened, already happened, was kind of irrelevant. I was getting in on the buying power. I immediately started to see a decrease in price once I acquired that position and played that move, and I'm continuing to ride that out, and I do not plan on selling. I have purchased stocks before that have gone down right away, and what happens is you get out, and then eventually if they do come back up, which a lot of them have recovered for me, I'm sure that's happened to you guys, you kind of kick yourself in the butt and say, why did I ever get rid of it? I got out of it too quick. Okay, so it's not a loss until you sell, so I am going to continue to hang on to it. I will continue giving you updates and my price predictions and where I see these stocks going based on what it needs to play in order for that to happen, guys, because obviously we know these are both very volatile. I'm also going to continue to cover other stocks that are going to be good plays, that are predicted to make moves, that are doing well. So please, leave a comment down below. Let me know what stocks you're interested in. Consider subscribing to the channel. And without any further, let's get into this right here. All right. So first off, guys, this is what I keep seeing all over the internet. Forget AMC and GameStop. These 5 stocks are featured in 10 baggers. This article kind of goes over a little bit about what happened in the Wall Street, bets group, and saying that, traders are out of it. Don't waste your time with it. Rather than chase these Reddit darlings, might I suggest buying these following 5 stocks. There's been a lot of talk about the media trying to shift people's mindsets away from these stocks. Okay. I have also seen, I will say this to you guys, on the Wall Street Bets subreddit, a lot of people are starting to post their gains, okay? Which means that they have sold their positions. Like I said, I believe that a lot of retail investors had sold out of their positions, and some of that kind of affirms it. Not to say there isn't a huge group of people that are hanging on, that are at a loss, that bought in really low. They went through the spike, and they're still up on their position, and they're hanging on to, okay? But I also do know that a lot of people did sell. There is a little bit of news about should Amazon or Netflix try to acquire AMC in 2021. Now they're debt free. That might be a great catalyst and awesome. If there's any bit of news about talks even happening, the stock is going to go up. Okay. Let's go over a little bit about what I continue to hear all the time: short volume, short interest. What is it? This is the percentage of shares shorted. No, this is the percentage of shares shorted. The shorts are covering. The shorts aren't covering. Guys, let's get into this first. This is the short interest, okay, by an individual. He's a managing partner at S3 Partners, which provides data, which obviously they have their algorithms to be able to come up with an estimate of what the data is. This is not exact data, guys. Saying that the short interest is 49.7%, okay? We hear other, people on the internet talking about the short volume. Guys, let's just go over the short volume is the total number of shares, of short shares traded each day, okay, over a given period of time, I should say. This, for example, over fintel.io is the each day. We do see the volume continuing to rise on, this is AMC, the short volume ratio is continuing to rise as well. On GameStop, it's continuing to rise as well after a little bit of a sell-off, or of a difference, I should say. However, guys, these are not the numbers that were originally based off of, okay? I've used this chart before. I'm sorry, guys. I've used this chart before. Okay, these are the two numbers, 121% and 78%. This is not going to get updated until, I believe, which is going to be the 9th, okay? I had an individual leave a comment on one of my videos saying, no, they delayed it to the 15th. I've checked everywhere on the internet. I've updated, the FINRA website as well. It still says the 9th, so that's what I'm banking on, okay? Let's dive a little bit deeper into it, what is important about it, okay? The short interest ratio provides investors with an insightful overview of how many shorted shares have yet to be covered or closed. As the ratio increases, investors may think twice before entering a new short position. That's because as the ratio increases, it gets riskier. That's what we're looking for, that short interest. Is short volume a positive catalyst to look at? Does it give us some insight of how many shares are being shorted and what the hedge funds are actually doing? It does. However, is that the basis to go off of? Not at all, guys, okay? Just to highlight this a little bit, this information could become particularly important for investors who may be considering entering a short position with a large number of outstanding shorted shares that have not been closed. Entering a new short position could create an unnecessary risk. That's if you're shorting the stock, all right? So like I said, it is set to release on the 9th. It's still on the 9th on the shortsqueeze.com. I already went over the other article. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, guys, this is also from the FINRA reporting. It says the member firms are required to report total short positions in all customer and proprietary firm accounts in all equity securities to FINRA on a bi-monthly basis. This is what we're waiting on. We're waiting on that bi-monthly update, okay? All of the, the institutions, the hedge funds have to report to the broker dealers, and they have to report to FINRA exactly how many numbers of shares are shorted, okay? If you see this, you can use this website, guys. It's highshortinterest.com. I'm going to be reporting this as well. So if you haven't subscribed, guys, make sure you subscribe. If you see this number go up at all in either one of the stocks, you can expect it to spike pretty high. I can almost guarantee you that. I can guarantee that if you see the short interest percentage go up. If you still see a very, very, very high short interest in either one of these stocks, I would expect traders, day traders, investors to start to pummel back into them, okay? Don't forget, as the more time goes on and as we're able to keep this price higher, we know that the hedge funds are still paying interest on their shorts. We're going to find out overall exactly how many shares they have covered, how many they haven't covered. And if it's still high, if it goes up, it's going to be a home run. That's why I'm hanging on to it. Obviously, I'm also hanging on to AMC because I don't want to take a loss, and I do believe that eventually that price will continue to rise. I think GameStop is a little bit high. They have not yet made a smooth transition over to e-commerce, okay, like other retail stores such as Macy's. Macy's did a very good job switching their business model from brick and mortar over to retail, or over to e-commerce. I'm sorry, they're doing a very good job with it. AMC, yes, as much as many people might not go out and see the movies, if they're they have released all of their debt. They're not in debt. They've paid off it. There's no risk of bankruptcy. Maybe they can make a position. And then again, I'm only down, like I said, 44%, which is it's not nothing, but it's not like we're down 80, 90% where we have to tenfold to be able to get your money back, guys. So let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to look at AMC. It looks like it's been pretty flat. It's very volatile, but I would consider this $6.87, $7 mark to be some form of a support, okay? Pay attention to the news. I'm going to be reporting this. I believe it's coming out February 9th. If you know anywhere that it is the 15th, that it got delayed, like I said, it was only one comment from somebody, and I always take everybody's advice with a grain of salt, as you should take mine with a grain of salt. But leave any comment down below and let me know if it has updated. If you have not gotten in this position, or if you're looking to add to your position, this would probably be a great support, great time to do it. If it's going to spike, pay attention. Look at these other charts, guys. We see every day in the morning it seems to spike and then it starts to kind of sell off. It seems to spike and sell off. I'm assuming I would say that pattern will eventually change, but might not change for this week. You might still expect that price rising in pre-market. It opens up, it continues to rise, and then there's the natural sell-off, and by the end of the day, volume just begins to merely dissipate and sell off even more. Okay, AMC was down as of Friday. GameStop had a good 20% run to it. Let's hang in there. Let me know who's still holding, what you've done. If you are down, you are at a loss. Everybody's financial positions are different. I'm choosing to hold because I've already went this far. I'm really, really hanging on to that February 9th date. I want to see what the official true, short interest really is, which is great because we're finally going to get that number rather than everybody saying, no, it's this, it's that. I've seen numbers as high as 226%. There's nothing wrong. I have done the math myself, okay? I've tried to figure out exactly how many shares were played on a certain day, or traded on a certain day. What's that and what's my short? However, that's what everybody else is doing, and that's why you're getting numbers that are actually scattered. So when the broker dealers actually get to report their customers, which is the hedge funds and so forth, that's when you're going to get an accurate number, guys. So hang in. I'm expecting we'll see what happens on Monday. We might see these prices start to rise a little bit if there's any bit of insider knowledge knowing what the short interest is going to be. And then as soon as it gets reported on February 9th, we're going to see these two stocks go either direction. Like I said, if that short interest has raised even 1%, you could pretty much expect this to continue to get a good jump up. And if it's still very high, if GameStop is still above 100, it's going to be great. If AMC is still above 70, it's going to be great. So guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're going to do. Let me know if there's any other stocks that you want me to cover, guys. I don't want to only make stock or videos about AMC and GameStop. I'm going to continue to, but there's plenty of amazing other great plays out there that you can literally make 30%, 30%, 30% on your money in a 5 to 10 day period as these stocks are starting to rise. Cash out those gains. Okay, nobody ever went broke when making 10%, 10 20% every single time. We don't have to go and try to make that 1,000 2,000% like we are here, as much as it would be great. So that's it for this video, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you in the next one.